Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut these beautiful squid rings we got up here. They were fresh today from the local co-op, and I'm just going to cut them into rings. You probably want them about 5 to 10 mil apart. Doesn't matter how big they are. These are beauties. These are absolutely crackers, these squid rings, these squid tubes. So careful not to cut my fingers off. But I've got a couple of more of those to cut up, and then I'll be back with everything ready to go to start cooking. Alright, so what I've done is I've chopped up a few ingredients. I've got some spring onions, I've got some chorizo sausage, some capsicum, I've got a little bit of garlic and ginger. I'm just waiting for the pan to heat up here. I'm going to take a few seconds, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw the chorizo sausage in. As soon as this pan heats up, we're going to have some ginger and garlic. Give it a nice tablespoon. A little bit more. Alright, we've got some spring onions. A good handful of spring onions in there. A little bit to finish with. My water's been on for about 20 minutes and it's just started to boil, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to chuck my pasta in. That'll probably take around 8 to 10 minutes, I guess. So it is a little bit windy here, so we'll run with that. So we've got the garlic and the chorizo and spring onions here cooking away. That'll take a few minutes there to start to brown off. And then what we'll do then is we'll add another few ingredients, as in the capsicum, the tomato paste, obviously the prawns and the calamari. So you just want to brown this stuff off, and as soon as that is, you whack the seafood in and away we'll go. Alright, so what I've done now is I've got the chorizo and the onions and the garlic and everything all sizzled away there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add about a cup of wine, just white wine. I'm going to add my capsicum. And I'm going to put all my seafood. So we're just going to let that simmer away there for a little bit with the wine, with the prawns and the calamari. And in a couple of minutes time I'm going to add the tomatoes. So righto, we've had that going there for a few minutes now, guys, and it's starting to just, those prawns are just starting to change colour, and we don't want to overcook it. So what we're going to do now is add our tomatoes. We've got a couple of tins of just diced tomatoes to throw into the mix. Obviously we need a little bit of salt and pepper, so we're just going to throw a little bit of salt and pepper in there. A little bit of pepper. I'm going to give that a bit of a stir. A bit of a stir there. We're probably going to have to let that simmer for about, I'd say probably 5 to 10 minutes. And then we'll add our pasta. Our pasta's just starting to boil now. In a couple of minutes we'll add our pasta. The calamari's cooked, the pasta's cooked. Right, so we're just giving that a bit of a mix up. Righto, so have a look at that. We're done. All we need to do now is we throw a little bit of parsley over the top. A little bit of parsley there over the top. And what I'll do now is I'll sit this aside, let it rest, and I'll cook some chicken. Be back soon.